Dedicated, determined, dependable. This is News 10 ABC in the morning.
Well, after more than a decade of planning, several years of construction, the brand new convention center known as the Albany Capital Center will open today.
How about that? A ribbon cutting this afternoon. It's already been booking events, beginning with the Hannaford Mac and Cheese Fest on Friday. The project acquired the land back in 2013, but they first had to implode the old Wellington Annex. You see that right there. That happened back in August 2014. Crews began building the following year, and now it's ready to host all kinds of events.
The convention center has enclosed walkways leading to the TU Center, the Empire State Plaza, and the Egg, and that will now be known as the Capitol Complex, the largest and most unique event space in all of upstate New York. Terrific.
Exciting stuff.
Yes.
610.
CBS 6 News starts now.
Open for business. We'll take you inside the new Albany Capital Center just hours after its grand opening and let you know how much money it's expected to bring to the capital city.
New tonight, the Albany Capital Center is officially open for business. Officials cut the ribbon on the multi-million-dollar project less than 3 hours ago, marking the grand opening of that facility. CBS 6's Heather Kovar was there for the big moment. She joins us live now from inside the center. Heather, what do you think?
Yeah, well, Cody, this is now considered the largest event space in upstate New York. You see, it's part of a connected complex. Over here, you can see the walkway that connects it over to the Renaissance Hotel. But something like this also connects this center over to the Egg, the Empire State Plaza, and soon to the TU Center.
As you take the escalator up in the $78.5 million state-of-the-art convention center, you see a history of Albany emerge through the years in a mural. Then you see the LED lights overhead. They can be configured in any color combination a convention wants.
In this room, the ceilings are 26 feet high. They can sit 4,000 people. And as you can see, even build a basketball court, which they will use in conjunction with the MAC tournament this week.
Among those at the ribbon cutting, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul.
But it sure was in rough shape when I first came to the city. And to see the transformation in literally exactly 2 short years is nothing short of phenomenal.
In August 2014, they imploded the unused Wellington Annex to make room for the Albany Capital Center. But the vision even goes back to the days of former Mayor Jerry Jennings.
This was started out as a bigger proposition, but it was downsized, which was good as we went through the process in dealing with 4 governors. And I give Governor Cuomo a lot of credit for finally saying, let's get it done.
And I think it creates that sense of pride that this is a world-class city.
The chair of the Albany Convention Center Authority Board, Gavin Donahue, gives a tour, saying walls downstairs can be moved to create specific size rooms and allow for multiple events to coexist.
It makes us more marketable.
Donahue says close to 70 events have already been booked for this year.
77% of it is new business that Albany has not been getting.
As for the economic impact, this is expected to bring $1 million a year to the state and local economy. Coming up at 6, hear more on the Hannaford Mac and Cheese Fest that's happening right here on Friday. Reporting live in downtown Albany, Heather Kovar, CBS 6 News.
Making me hungry. Thank you, Heather.
Bonita, it is looking pretty good on the inside, the outside too. This has been a long time coming for Albany. Mayor Jennings, former Mayor Jennings, over 20 years ago started talking about this, and today, here it is.
1, 2, 3. Here we go.
The ribbon was cut, and the ballroom, the meeting rooms, the removable basketball court, all $66 million worth of the Albany Capital Center is ready to go. Finally, for former Mayor Jerry Jennings, who first started throwing around the idea in 1994.
We have what they need to come here. Any groups that want to come into our city now can be accommodated, and it's first class.
The Wellington Annex was destroyed back in 2014 to make way for the Capitol Center. Now, the 3-story building is connected to the Empire State Plaza and the Times Union Center. There are multiple meeting rooms varying in size. The 3rd floor alone can seat 4,000 for a graduation and over 1,500 for a meal.
We could put 70 different automobiles up here if we have to. We could put 3 basketball courts up here. The ceilings are 26 feet high for a reason.
The idea with the removable courts is to attract NCAA men's basketball tournament games here again. The tourney hasn't been here since 2003, and developers say the NCAA wants this space for practice and for fan activities. The rest of the year, though, is about conventions. A social studies convention will be the first one held here later this month. Nearly 70 are booked for the year. They estimate over 3,500 hotel room stays will be booked in 2017 because of the convention center. No estimates were available on anticipated tax revenue. City leaders are excited.
As this convention center wins, the entire county wins.
I want to see some businesses open in this area that can catch that money as it's flowing.
Well, the Capitol Center will be open to the public this weekend as part of the MAC tournament, and I will be here bright and early Friday morning. They're bringing me in as we get a look at this Capitol Center again. Benita and Jim, back to you.
Give you a coupon for coffee. Okay, Asa, thank you. And in fact, the Capitol Center isn't the only convention space in the city. As Asa mentioned, it joins the Empire State Plaza Convention Center. And here's how the two compare by the numbers. The Capitol Center has 22,500 square feet of multi-purpose space compared to the Plaza's 26,000-foot convention hall. Capitol Center, 9,200 square feet of meeting space, while the Plaza has just over 14,000 square feet. As for meeting rooms, the Capitol Center has 6, the Plaza Convention Center has 8.
And now to another long-awaited project, this one coming to fruition over the last year. And today, the ribbon was cut at the Albany Capital Center.
Jackson Wang able to get a tour for us. He joins us now in downtown Albany. Jackson, how's it looking down there?
So, Kate, it was about 2 years ago that ground was broken for the $78.5 million facility, and following months of construction, officials finally had a chance to show it off today.
This addition here is something that was long overdue. We talked about it over 20 years ago.
Former Albany Mayor Jerry Jennings has waited a long time to see a convention center come to the state capitol. On Tuesday, Jennings finally saw his vision become a reality with the opening of the Albany Capital Center.
I'm very happy to see it come to fruition because it benefits everyone in the whole capital region.
Jennings was one of several officials on hand for the opening. Many took a tour of the several murals on display on the first level, along with the 6 meeting rooms. On the next level, the facility features a 22,000 square foot ballroom and exhibit space. That room can also be turned into basketball courts.
One of the big things the governor wanted us to do is to make this a multi-purpose event space. These ceilings at 26 feet high will allow us to attract NCAA events that currently Albany doesn't qualify to have.
The $78.5 million center also has walkways connecting to the Times Union Center and the Empire State Plaza. Officials say so far more than 60 events have been booked for the year. An additional 28 events have already been booked through 2021. They say this will help bring more visitors and spending to downtown Albany.
World-class cities are judged by the way they receive their visitors. This is an amazing place to be received.
The project took just under 2 years to complete. Officials say this wouldn't have been possible without the partnership of city, county, and state lawmakers.
This is going to be the place to come in the Capital District, and it's going to be the showcase, and you're going to have the places to be.
It seems to me that our capital city should shine beyond all others, because this is where people look to.
And the first event here is going to be a Mac and Cheese Fest. That will take place later this week to kick off the Mac tournament. Saul, Kate, back to you both.
All right, thanks to Jackson Wang reporting for us in downtown Albany tonight. Kate, we always talk about this. The conversation always turns to food, the Mac and Cheese Fest.
I know, always a good event and in a great new spot as well.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks to Jackson for that, and still to come.